This project is part of a grant funded by EPA and TCEQ to install low-impact development practices for stormwater management on the Texas A&M AgriLife Center in Dallas. It aims at reducing the total runoff and clean the runoff that's leaving the property. It aims at installing 5 practices: a detention pond, a bioretention area, permeable pavement, rainwater harvesting, and green roofs. Behind me is a detention pond that was designed using a sustainable approach. It basically, unlike a regular detention pond, collects the first 1.5 inches of rainfall and stores it in and forces it to infiltrate. In addition, it is designed like a meandering river to increase the travel time of water, which allows for more sedimentation and interaction of the water with plants, so that the runoff that leaves the detention pond is much cleaner. Right here we have a rainwater harvesting experiment where we're testing rainwater harvesting as a stormwater management practice. Basically, we have 4 roofs. Each of those roofs drains into 3 barrels, and the barrels are used to water the lawn. The difference between the 4 roofs is that different irrigation scheduling methods are used. The first one, we have a soil moisture sensors that turns on and off the pump. The second one, we scheduled it using evapotranspiration calculations. And the one I'm standing on, we're using a typical homeowner schedule. And the last one is a typical homeowner schedule without rainwater harvesting for control. The idea is that the roof is representative of a house, the yard is representative of a yard in the same scale as a house in the Dallas area, and every time it rains, runoff from the roof is captured by the tanks, and then it's applied to the yard later as part of irrigation. And we are trying to measure how much runoff comes out of these systems based on the different irrigation methods. So right here we have the green roof experiment part of the research project. We have 4 green roofs. Each of the green roofs is divided into 4 sections in which we're testing 3 different types of green roof media in addition to a typical roof for control. From each of those we have native plants growing in these green roofs, and from each of the sections we collect any water that drains out or overflows, so we can evaluate how much runoff does green roof reduce and does it add or not to the pollution of stormwater. Right here we have a 54 parking spot parking lot that is made mostly of permeable pavement. We have several permeable concrete spots, but we are actually comparing 5 types of parking material. We have interlocking concrete blocks, we have grass pavers, we have permeable concrete, we have permeable asphalt, and we have regular concrete for control. Each 5 spots of the specific material will collect water, allow water to infiltrate, and some of that water will overflow, where an automatic sampling instrument will be collecting samples and measuring the flow out of each of the material.